thehouse.com, and this is a 2020 Ride Twinpig Wide snowboard, a park deck with asymmetrical style shaping for beginner to advanced level riders who want a kind of toned down helix board in a volume shift story with a very wide waist width platform. The Twinpig Wide has a waist width of 27.5 centimeters, which is absolutely massive. If you have big feet, if you're a Sasquatch, you're really going to like this board because you can ride it with no worries of catching your toes in your heels. Now, the interesting thing about the Twinpig Wide is that it features asymmetrical style shaping. What does that mean? Well, it means that the nose and tail are the exact same shape. It has a centered stance. You can ride it this way and this way. It's gonna feel the same, but there's one heel side edge and one toe side edge. So if you're regular foot, you ride it this way. If you're goofy foot, you ride it this way. Your left foot goes here, your right foot goes there, no matter what. Now, Ride does that to make it easier to ride your heel side edge. So the quadratic side cut radiuses that you'll find on the heel side edge are going to be a little bit smaller than what you find on the toes. Now, even though the Twinpig Wide features a name of a profile shape that sounds really rocker, twin hybrid rocker, it actually has a lot of camber to it. You'll see that from underneath each foot and in between the feet, the board has camber to it. And that camber is great for high ollie pops, stability at higher speeds despite it having a softer than average flex rating. And it also has a little bit of rocker on the nose and tail, lifting up the contact points, making it easier to butter and making it more catch free, which is actually really nice. Now, the Twinpig, like I said before, it's kind of like a toned down style helix board. The feel and flex is about a 4. Again, a little bit softer than your average style board. So if you feel like the helix is a little too meaty, this is going to be a really good option. It has a foundation style aspen core, tip to tail, rail to rail, with a triax fiberglass on top, biax on bottom. Biax is a little bit more pliable. Triax gives the board a little bit more boost without making it too much stiff. But the board is strong, and there's two main properties that make it a little bit stronger than your average deck. The first one is the double impact plates that you'll find underneath the insert packs, where it's going to resist those crease areas where the bindings rest. And then there's also roll-in sidewalls, which give it a little bit more extra girth. Well, not girth, but it makes it a little bit stronger without making it more heavy. Now, there's also ultra light style urethane sidewalls. What does that mean? It means that the Twinpig Wide actually will flex the same in cold temperatures, very cold temperatures, as it does in warmer style conditions because of that urethane style slime wall, which is actually really cool. Now, one thing that Ride has been pushing really hard for the season is their bases. The Twinpig Wide features a sintered style base. It absorbs a lot of wax. You need to keep it maintained quite a bit more than an extruded style base, but it has a wonderful stone grind finish, which gives it a lot more structure. You kind of hear it there. It actually channels the water out a lot faster when you're ripping down the hill. And then there's that side cut radius and those steel edges. Now, this is a standard styled steel, but it's called a cleave style edge because it uses 50% more steel, so it's less likely to break if you're doing drops, and of course you're riding rails a bunch. And then there's that quadratic side cut radius. Now, there's smaller side cut radiuses in between the feet for quick cross under carves, and then larger ones on the nose and the tail for those big sweeping crossover carves. But the big difference between the heel side edge and the toe side edge is that those side cut radiuses on the heel side edge are going to be just a little bit smaller than what you find on the toe side edge. If you're looking for a wonderful park deck that does have a good amount of snap, it's easy to press because of that little bit of rocker on the nose and the tail, but still features a very wide platform with 27.5 centimeters. It's going to be in this Twinpig Wide. Make sure to check this thing out at thehouse.com by selecting the link below in the description. Feel free to leave me a comment or a question. Let me know what you think of the deck. Subscribe to the channel there. Check out more vids there, and hopefully we'll see you guys on snow. Peace.